A new TV series offers one of the more realistic depictions of the life and ministry of Jesus on screen. And it's got a fascinating backstory. For the Colson Center, I'm John Stonestreet. This is Breakpoint. If you've exhausted your quarantine viewing list, and even if you haven't, I've got a suggestion. The Chosen, premiered last fall by streaming service VidAngel, season 1 of this series about the life of Jesus as portrayed through the experience of his followers, has now garnered more than 20 million viewers. My family just wrapped up season 1, which is limited to Jesus' early ministry. And speaking as someone who's typically pretty skeptical of Christian television, this series is refreshingly gritty and has an impressive depth. And then there's the story behind the story, how The Chosen came to be at all. Though Christians throughout history have made invaluable contributions to the world of art, we don't have such a stellar recent track record when it comes to Hollywood. There have been some valiant efforts, of course, but the results are often pretty cringe-worthy TV shows and movies. Sometimes I think it's because we're trying to be too wholesome, family-friendly, and positive to adequately picture the depth of the fall in the human condition. Other times we seem scared of perceived heresy, so everything comes out sanitized. Or we get so super preachy that every drama becomes an altar call. Of course, more than a little fault lies with the entertainment industry too, which often thrives on calling good evil and evil good. So let's just say it's been difficult for Christians to find their sweet spot in Christian TV and movies. But after the response to his short film of Jesus' birth made for a Christmas Eve service, The Chosen producer Dallas Jenkins was inspired to create an entire series about Jesus' life, one that was neither sanitary, watered down, nor uber preachy. Along the way, Jenkins and his team not only created their own TV show, they also created their own delivery system. The Chosen app allows viewers to stream all 8 episodes of the show onto their TVs, computer screens, or phones for free. No Netflix, no Hulu, no Apple TV, or any of their boardroom politics. This costly strategy is behind another amazing part of the story. The Chosen is now the single largest crowdfunding entertainment project ever. More than $10 million was raised from more than 19,000 individual donors in order to create the first 8 episodes. Through the app, viewers are encouraged and equipped to recruit new viewers and then new donors. To date, nearly $4 million has been raised towards season 2. Given how thoughtful and moving my family found season 1, we're also looking forward to new episodes. While I could certainly find a quibble or two with the way some of the dialogue goes or the way certain storylines proceed, what I'm most grateful for here is that Jesus isn't portrayed as some serene, otherworldly guru-type figure who whispers parables and stares mysteriously into the middle distance. Instead, the series does a pretty good job portraying Jesus as he was, fully human, an actual man. As my colleague Tim Paget put it over at Breakpoint.org, the Jesus in The Chosen works outside in the hot sun. He sweats. He's working with wood for hours at a time. He cuts himself, has to put a bandage on his arm. The children come to wake him up one morning. He's tired and jokingly ask why they couldn't wait another half hour. Now, to be clear, the series does create backstories to the gospel accounts in order to carry the story forward smoothly. But, in my view, the writers have not gone overboard or off base with these backstories. Any added material, such as Peter's economic troubles or the place of Nicodemus in the priestly hierarchy, plausibly set up the details that we know to be true from the text of Scripture, like how the fishermen dropped their nets and why Nicodemus struggled to grasp Jesus' words in John 3. Of course, The Chosen isn't perfect. Some of the costumes can be a little silly. Some of the actors overact. There's more than a few cultural blind spots, and a few reviewers have pointed out a few areas of theological iffiness. The key here, though, is to remember what The Chosen is and what it is not. It is art, and as art, it's good. It's not the Bible, so don't expect The Chosen to stand in for your scripture reading. Instead, just enjoy a refreshing way to consider again the God who made himself human and then experienced all the joy, the heartache, and even tedium that entails. For Breakpoint, I'm John Stonestreet.